Welcome to a cardio yoga flow. This flow is fast-paced and will challenge your body's strength as well as work on increasing flexibility. Begin on all fours, moving through cat-cows. As you inhale, look up, pull your shoulder blades together and drop your belly. As you exhale, draw your chin towards your chest and round your back. Your shoulders will stay directly over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Return to center. Walk your hands a couple inches forward. Come to plank. Draw one knee towards your outer arm or elbow. Stay strong. Send it back and switch legs. Send it back. Press your hips high for downward facing dog. Come up high on your toes. Bend your knees and take a hop, your feet up to your hands. Step back to plank. One knee to your elbow and back. Other knee to your other elbow and back. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees and hop your feet up to your hands. Step back to plank. Knee to elbow. Knee to elbow. Downward facing dog. Bend your knees. Jump your feet to your hands. And again. Plank. Knee. Knee. Down dog. Feet to hands. Step back plank. Knee. Knee. Down dog. Bend your knees. Hop your feet to your hands. Toe heel your feet wide to the edges of your mat. You'll drop your hips low and reach your hands forward. Send your hips high for that wide-legged forward fold. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. Hold in your wide-legged forward fold. Then toe heel your feet right back together. And lower your hips down towards your heels. We're going to take a couple rolls all the way back and up. Back and up. Back and up. Super important to keep your core engaged. Back and up. Squeezing your abs. Back and up. Back and up. Back and up. One more, back and up. Cross your ankles. Plant them down. Plant your hands down as you stand up and step back to plank. Next time we'll do it faster. Knee to elbow. Knee to elbow. Down dog. Lift your heels. Hop up to forward fold. Toe heel your feet wide. Lower your hips and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Toe heel your feet together. Lower your hips down and take 4 big rolls. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles. Roll and plank. Knee to elbow. 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels, hop your feet up outside your hands, lift your hips, and squat down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, toe heel your feet together and roll all the way back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles, roll all the way up, hop back to plank. Knee to elbow. 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Lift your heels. Hop your feet up outside your hands, squat low, and lift your hips. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift. Toe heel your feet together, lower, and roll all the way back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles, roll all the way up and over. Plank, knee to elbow. 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels, hop your feet up outside your hands, lift your hips, and squat down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, toe heel your feet together and roll all the way back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles, roll all the way up, hop back to plank. Hold there. Drop your left elbow down and reach up with your opposite arm for a side plank. Come back to center. Now drop your right elbow down and open up for a side plank on the other side. Back to center. Drop your left elbow down, side plank again. Center, and drop your right elbow down, side plank. Back to center. Bring yourself to a tabletop position with your knees hovering above your mat. Take a step forward, and a step forward, then a step back, and a step back. This is called a beast crawl. So stepping forward, and back, and back. Keeping your hips low and your back as flat as possible. Keep moving. Forward, forward, back, back, forward, forward, and back, and back. Return to center, and then return to your downward facing dog. Walk your feet up and wide to the edges of your mat and hold in your wide-legged forward fold. Catch your breath here. Toe heel your feet together and roll all the way up to standing. Step your left leg forward and your right leg back into a lunge. You're going to lower into your lunge and lift. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. One more lower and lift. Reach your hands forward as you lift into a balance on that front leg. You'll reach your hands towards the floor as you bend that front knee enough to touch down and stand. Down and stand. 2 more down and stand. 1 more down and stand. Step your right leg back and switch legs. Same thing on this side. Lower into your lunge and stand. Lower, stand, lower, stand. Last one, lower and stand. Reach your arms forward, find that balance. Reach your hands towards the floor, bend that knee lower and stand. Lower and stand, lower and stand. Lower, last one, step that back foot all the way down. Then open up for a warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Straighten your front leg for a reverse triangle. Then pinwheel your hands all the way down towards the floor for a triangle pose. Return to standing. Bend into your front knee. Bring both hands to the outside of your front foot. Step back to plank and we'll move through that flow from the top. Knee to elbow. And back. Knee to elbow and back, one more each side. And downward facing dog. Come up high on your toes and hop your feet up to your hands. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your hips. Keep reaching forward. Roll all the way back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles. Flip all the way up to plank. Nice hold. Stay strong, engaging your abs, strong through your shoulders. Then walk your feet all the way up and wide to the edges of your mat for that wide angle forward fold. Roll yourself up to standing, and we'll take that same flow on the other side. Bring your left leg forward and your right leg back. Drop that heel and open up for a warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Then straighten that front leg for reverse triangle. Pinwheel your hands through center for triangle. Return to standing. Bend into your front knee as you bring both hands down to the outside of your front foot. Step back plank. Move to that flow, knee to elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Hips high, down dog. Lift your heels, walk or hop your feet to your hands. Lower and lift your hips for 3, 2, and 1. Keep your feet wide as you lower your hips all the way down. Roll back and up for 4, 3, 2. Last one, cross your ankles, hop up to plank. Straight back to downward facing dog. Lift your left leg towards the sky. Then pull that knee into your chest. Step up for a low lunge. Nice. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. 2 more. 2 and 1. Find balance on that front leg. Reach your hands towards the floor. Tap down and up. 3, 2, and 1. Drop that back foot all the way down. Open up warrior 2. Reverse. Straighten your front leg. And pinwheel your hands all the way down for triangle pose. Come back to standing. Bend into that front knee. Bring both hands to the outside of your front foot. Step back for plank. And begin bring your knees to your elbows. 4 times total. Downward facing dog. Lift your heels. Walk or hop your feet up to your hands. Begin to lift and lower your hips. 3, 2, and 1. Roll yourself all the way back. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Cross your ankles. Hop up to plank. Downward facing dog as you lift your right leg and lunge it forward for that low lunge all the way up to crescent lunge. Begin to lunge and lift on that right side. 3, 2, and 1. Find balance. Reach your hands towards the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Return to your lunge. Open up warrior 2. Reverse. Straighten that front leg and pinwheel the hands all the way down to the floor. Return to standing. Bend into your front knee and bring both hands down. Step back to plank, then lower your knees wide. Sink into a wide-kneed child's pose. Catch your breath here. Now it's time to put everything we've learned all together. When you're ready, come up to an all-fours position, your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Move through a cat-cow by dropping your belly, looking up, and exhale round. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck your toes, find a neutral spine as you lift your hips. Beast crawl forward, forward, and back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Last one, forward, forward, and back, and back. Return to plank. Knee to elbow for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Lift the heels. Hop your feet up to your hands. Bring them wide of your hands and lift and lower your hips. 3, 2. Last one, you're going to drop your hips all the way down. Roll back for 4, 3, 2. Cross your ankles, hop back to plank. Drop your left elbow, side plank. Center, drop your right elbow, side plank. Center, downward facing dog, lift your left leg, lunge it all the way through for high lunge. 4 lunges, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find balance. Tap down and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back foot down, high lunge. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Straighten that front leg, then pinwheel the arms forward for triangle pose. Back to standing. Then the front knee, both hands to the outside of that front foot. Step back plank. Down dog, right leg high. Lunge it through, high lunge. Both hands up. 4 lunges, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find balance, hands down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to that lunge. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Come all the way through for triangle. Back to standing, bend into that front knee. Step back, plank. Drop your knees. Hold on all fours. Inhale, look up for your cat-cow, and exhale, round. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time through this flow. Tuck your toes, beast crawl, forwards and backwards. Forwards, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Forward, forward, back, back. Back. Return to plank. Knee to elbow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down dog. Lift your heels. Hop forward. Lower your hips and lift. 3, 2, and 1. Roll all the way back and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll all the way up. Cross your ankles. Hop back to plank. You're going to drop your left elbow down for a side plank. Switch sides. Return to center, down dog. Lift your left leg high. Lunge it through for high lunge. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find balance. Hands down, lower, and lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that back foot down. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Straighten the front leg. Pinwheel the arms through to triangle. All the way up. Bend into that front knee. Bring both arms down. Step back to plank. And downward facing dog. Right leg goes up and bring it all the way through for your lunge. Lower and lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find balance. Forward. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that back foot, drop the heel. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior, straighten that front leg, pinwheel the arms through triangle. All the way up and into that front knee, both hands come down, step back plank. Drop your knees and sink back into a wide knee child's pose. You made it through the cardio portion of this class. The last couple minutes will be focused on deep stretch. The last couple minutes will be focused on deep stretching. In your child's pose, bend your elbows, bring your hands together. For a deeper stretch, bring your chin down as opposed to your forehead. Or slide forward into a puppy pose with your hips over your knees and your elbows down with your hands up. You should feel this in your shoulders. Gently lift yourself, slide your right leg forward for pigeon pose. Settle in here, breathe deeply. For an option to take this stretch deeper, bend your back knee and reach back for the foot. If you can bring your foot into the crease of your elbow, you can reach the other hand over top for a mermaid pose. Gently release. Press into your hands and slide back to a wide knee child's pose. Go ahead and switch sides for your pigeon pose. Option to reach back for your back foot to come into mermaid pose on this side. Gently release, press into your hands, sliding both legs back. Drop your hips forward for a quick cobra pose. Take a deep breath in and out. Gently relax your belly all the way down to the floor. I hope you all enjoyed this flow. Let me know in the comments how it made you feel. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook under Flow with.
Have a beautiful rest of your day, everyone. Namaste.